It was the 5th day traveling through the swamp that I finally reached the seashore there, and I found something else. A swamp temple. Feed the beast. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm doing a little Feed the Beast revelation here on the patron server, and swamp temple. Oh yeah, been a little busy building that in the last few days. There's not been much by me, and that's because Niece the DuckFarmer has come home, and so my first responsibility is to making sure that the family is taken care of, and she likes watching TV. And she likes going out and doing things, and we just barely got back from eating some burgers and tater tots because, tater tots. And they're heading off to the bookstore, and so I'm going to record. So this is something that I built over the last couple days, and it is a pretty cool little swamp temple. Uses some jungle leaves. I had to grow some to get all these jungle leaves. We got some jungle wood there. We got the prismarine blocks from the it's over that direction. Base is that away. And this is a design that MC Noodler developed, and so I went ahead and stole that. Links down in the down below. And in here, if you come up to this spot, and it goes up and up and up, and there. It's really cool. I like the design. I did tweak it a little bit. I like putting the sea lanterns in rather than having torches on the ground. I really prefer not to have torches on the ground. And I scattered some other torches around too. But I like this basement area, although this is technically ground level without there. But no, I've got a spot here. This is going to be where I'm going to set up a mob farm area for some of the stuff that I've been wanting for a while. And if we come over and drop down, here we've got some stabilized mob spawners. These, if you go into Draconic Evolution, you get to the cores. There's the Wyvern core, the Draconic core, the Chaos core. Well, I went with the middle tier. And if you take one of those cores and you right-click a spawner, it becomes a stabilized mob spawner. And this right here, this is the Ender Tether from Dark Utility, so if Endermen try to spawn and teleport away, they will get yanked and pulled back here. And then everything leads down to be ground up. So let's go ahead. A redstone signal will turn things off. Oh, although this is connected right now, so I can go ahead and get rid of this. Ding! Alright, so did I get that? I didn't. I got snagged down there. Oh well. Maybe it broke because I didn't use the right pick. I think that's probably what happened. So over here, I've got an area where I can turn lights on and off. And if we go down, the lights are off down there. Not that it really matters, but you know, it's something I can turn on and off. And let me break this here. You can see what I'm doing. This actually has a little bit of redstone underneath, which toggles this redstone torch. So when technically this is on, because you know it says the power is 15. When that's on, the lights are off. Otherwise, you know, it's the reverse. And this is the mob spawner where I can turn it on and off. And back here, I have some gathering bits for the mob spawner, so I can sit there and trash all the stuff. Right now is off, and I want to pull stuff out of the chests. So nope, currently not. What I'm really looking for is several bits. Oh, I like these little guys. Draconic Evolution kind of allows you to pin them onto things, but they're always backwards if I stick them on the wall. So I'm looking for creepers and wither skeletons and one other thing. So if I take a soul and I click it here, blink, that's now a spawner for wither skeletons. And if I go doink, there's the creeper. And then this middle one is soul cages. And I can't remember if I've shown off this. If you make a one of these soul, well, here, let's take a quick look. Soul. If you make one of these soul shards, and it currently has 0 kills in it, the first thing you kill will bind it to that mob. And I went out to the end and killed me a whole bunch of Endermen. And I like getting it up to tier 5 because then it it works the best. It responds to redstone signals. You don't have to be nearby, things of that nature. And to make the cage, you just need regular iron bars and corrupted ingots, which need some of this corrupted essence and vile dust. Well, the vile dust is just smelting down some of the soul sand. That's no problem. The corrupted essence, you need that. Some obsidian, redstone, and lapis. So that's no problem. And then you make the soul cage, and if we slap that, I did that before with the, yes, it was the squid over at the other place. Did I? Oh yes, I did have one of these. Slap that there. Okay, so now there's no light going in. This mob torch here will prevent anything from spawning in the area. So let's go ahead and turn on. Let's see, turn off the lights and turn on the spawners, and let's see how it goes. Yeah, you can see they've got the purpley light. There goes the Enderman. There's the mob spawner. Yep. Chop, 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 chop. Where's my wither skeletons? There they go. I might not get that many wither skeletons here just because they're going to interact a little bit with the top of the glass. But I can see the Enderman getting yanked in, which is good. I don't want them to teleport away. They will as soon as they start taking a little bit of damage. They'll teleport away. Okay, let's turn that off because nothing's going into the system. So right below the mob grinder, and I like that one, I have a vacuum hopper where, let me show you exactly what I'm going to mob. So it's got the absorption hopper, that's what it is. It vacuums up the items, and because everything here pushes into the center, it will go ahead and snag everything. If they were die way out to the side, XP orbs, items, whatever, they all get pulled in and then they get sucked in. The XP I'm just vending into a liquid trash can just to get rid of it. I don't need any of it. And we've got a ton of stuff here. Oh, I don't think I handled those. You know, I don't think I need to. The way I've got this set up, anything that's not these items will fall into this basic drawer over here, which should handle stone swords. Oh, and bones. Do I care about bones? I don't care about bones. So let's go ahead and turn that off, and that should start shoving things into here. There, you know, chunk, 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 chunk. Big bunch of stuff is going away. Oh, heads. Oh, I didn't think about heads. Okay, that I may actually want to do something with, because, you know, having heads would be kind of cool. I can sit there and put heads around the place. Yes, wither heads. Okay, that's why I've got the wither skeletons here, is so I can get the wither heads. These I can get rid of. Let's take one of you, and one of you, because I can come into here and set this up to whitelist, bones, and infinity, and stone swords, and let's ignore and ignore. Alright, so these guys should go through. Here, let's put the sword back in. Sword right there. You can go back in, you can go back in. So now I can turn this on and it'll suck those out. But if I sit there and put in one of these, it doesn't, because it's white. Okay, so that way I can monitor this, and I can have quite a few items here that'll suck away. So we'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, that works. This gives me access to the skulls, and skeleton skulls with 3 of these ribs. What are they? They are the, yeah, these are withered ribs. With 3 of those in a 2x2 will make a wither skeleton skull, which is pretty cool. But I'm also wanting to get these, because I really don't have a way of getting ender pearls. So if I go shift right click this, I can shift add fuel, and we'll do an entire stack. And now this is fueled up, and so I can do it faster. So that's kind of why I want that. And for the creepers, I want to get these glands, because with these glands I can go ahead and make gas tiers. 3 of them make a gas tier, and that finding ghasts in the nether has been a real pain for me, and so that's why I want to do that. Well, I'm going to turn this on a little bit more and watch them die. Muahahah. Now, the keen of eye may have noticed some of the things I had in my inventory, and I come out here to the mining dimension to do a little experimentation out here. So, my base, or my area in the mining dimension is a little bit that away, and we had this weird thing where it went from grass and then to the unexplored area was not grass. I don't know which time that did that, but been playing with this. This is the terrain lighter from Torchmaster. It's the same one that does the mega torch that prevents mob from spawning, and they also have one that prevents these passive mobs from spawning. Now this one, it's pretty easy to make. Let's Torchmaster. Doesn't take a whole lot. Logs, stone, chest, stick. You know, there's not much there that is required, and it needs some fuel and some torches. So I'm going to go ahead and stick some torches in there, and then I made some tiny coal to sit there. Oh, and it also needs a redstone signal to turn it on. So we'll go ahead and turn it on, and it will start placing torches around, which is kind of cool. You know, if you're in an area and you say, I claim this land for Spain or whatever, you can sit there and toss some torches down, and it goes pretty fast. You know, it does say that it will very likely not, you know, prevent mob spawns everywhere, although a flat area like this is working perfectly. But I went into a cave and set this up, and it just went bananas going through the cave. Unfortunately, if you stop and restart, it seems like it will... Are you going to continue? It keeps burning, and I'm saying, what are you doing? And this I don't get. It went through 64 torches. When it gets to 225, it seems like it doesn't do anything anymore, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's go ahead and get some more torches. Do I have torches? I have one. That's not very good. Let's go ahead and make some torches. Yay, got a bunch of torches. So that works, and that works pretty well. Now, the other thing I made was this, the Lantern of Paranoia from Reliquary. And if we take a look at the recipe on that, that's not all that hard. Just kill enough slimes, you'll get this occasional drop. And this is the one that you get from blazes and magma cubes. I don't think you can actually make this. Yeah, it's a mob drop only. But that's okay. Now with this one I found was very handy as I was touring around a place. So if you shift right click, this is the Lantern of Paranoia, and it's daytime. But if you go in some place where it's dark, and I saw over here, it will automatically throw down torches for you as you go around. Oh, hey, here we go. Here we go. Now I've got night vision on. There, see, it's starting to throw torches around, and it will throw them up in the air, which is kind of strange. Hey, you're a jerk. Go away. But it will go ahead and light up the ground fairly nicely for you, which is pretty cool. And we turn on the light levels. It's lit up everything very nicely there. You can see a couple little numbers, and then it just is lighting things up. That, I have to admit, is very, very nice. I'm not a big fan of it lighting up stuff way up there. I kind of figure why it's not all that useful up there, but it does light up this area very, very nicely. Not that I really care, because I've got night vision on, but it does a great job. And you can just shift right click, and it'll turn that back off again, which is pretty handy. So those I found, and I was playing with those and liking them. I thought that was kind of cool. This one, like I said, if we stop and restart, it seems like it doubles up on stuff. So let's go ahead and put a few more and turn that back on, and it's making a liar out of me. Are you actually doing anything? Yeah, it did its thing. It must have gone ahead and did it. I noticed when I was playing with it, maybe if I moved it, it was doubling up some of these torches, so they kind of looked like that. They were doubled up right next to each other, which is less than useful, but, you know, oh well, what can you say? But, so, that's the fun I was having. Those are really nice. I like having areas lit up. Not a big fan of having torches on the ground if I can avoid it. And I tend to. Also, these are really close together. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 5 in a horizontal pattern, which is typically not the pattern I do. I will, if I'm lighting up an area, I'll put down a torch. Let's go ahead and turn on the lights, and then diagonally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is where I'll put out the next torch, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes next, and then you can come over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to me that looks better because they're further spread out than that cluster over there. To me, that's too packed. There's way too many torches over there, and this is better. If I'm lighting up terrain, I'll do this, and then occasionally when you hit hills and whatnot, I may have to do some stuff to the side. Let's go home real quick, and if we go, there we go, out here, I went ahead and did that out in this area, so you can see there's torches all over, and they're pretty much in that grid space, so you can see how they line up. And the benefit of that, if we take a look at this, switch to night, this entire island is lit up from the top, so there's no mob spawns. Because, you know, creeper coming along and giving you creeper hugs just ruins your whole day. And I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Alright, so let's dump off a few things and chat a little bit more. So back here at spawn, and once you get a bunch of resources, I don't really need to come back here to grab emeralds or iron anymore, although that's handy to have too. And I have to admit, those 3 iron golem farms have been working very, very nicely. They've been going like gangbusters here, and there's some zombies hiding back here. Really, guys? Really? You guys are annoying. Oh, hey! We've got some birch that's kicking out. Okay, I need some dirt. All right. Who just shot at me? Oh, you shot at me. Okay, you're a jerk. You go away. You go away and you die. Okay, maybe one more shot. I missed. I never miss. There he goes. Okay, so he's gone away and he dies. These guys, I won't do anything with them. Anyway, dirt. I need some dirt. Let's get some dirt, and we'll cover this up because, oh, hey, yeah, you can see into there. Okay, yeah, you need to be dirt too. That's kind of, yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, so that'll clean up that. I had not noticed that it had exposed out that much. Checking real quick. Nope. Okay. So that's not what I was wanting to talk about. But anyway, the spawns here is nice. And because these guys were here, I just threw down another torch. So that should stop them from spawning. But I do want people to be able to access the area. I do want people to access the swamp temple so they can grab any of the bits there as they need it. So to do that, I want to sit there and make this dislocator, and let's get rid of that. So I need 2 parts. I need this dislocator, and let's make one of those. That needs to be bound to a location, and then I need to make this pedestal. And of course I'm missing that. Alright, let's make that then. That's just 2 pieces of stone, easy peasy. Done. Alright, so now we'll take and we'll put, let's just put it here. And we need a sign to let people know where it's going to be. So, swamp temple. I think that should be sufficient. Now, if you right-click this, nothing happens because it's not bound to anything. So let's head back to the swamp temple. And I'm thinking, you know, I could be mean and have it come here so everybody has to run up. But I think that's kind of a little jerky. So let's head on up. And I think what I'll do is have people appear here. Yeah, I think that's a better spot. And it should remember where you're looking at. So if I'm looking here, shift right click, it's bound. So let's go back to spawn. And I love that we've got some dragon eggs sitting here from where somebody killed them. So I should be able to right-click this. Yes. All right. So now you should be able to come up here and right-click it, and it teleports you over to here, which is cool. Actually, I probably should have put it a block higher, just so you land whatever. But this definitely should work out very nicely. Talking about the design, it's not my design. This is MC McNoodler, MC Noodlor, who did this, and it's part of his castle collection from 2017. And I was looking at that and I said, I like it. It's a 3x3 chunk size, which I think is a good size for something like this. And I like the height. I like the stuff that was used. I like that it's a mixture of stone and stone brick, and we got the mossy in there. If I were to build this myself, I probably would add some cracked stone bricks in there too, just because that gives a little bit more depth to it. But I do like this. I do like this a lot. It took me a while to harvest up all the leaves, but that worked out nicely. And we got some netherrack in there, and I'm glad I had the prismarine kicking around. I did a little AFKing just to make up a bunch of the stuff that I had chewed up. And people on the server are free to come in here and avail themselves of the goodness from within. Yeah. There you go. I would love to spend more time in Minecraft streaming and recording, but while the family's here, I'm going to focus on them. And while they're gone, I'm going to jump in and do a quick little Minecrafting, like right now. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here on my Patreon server, playing a little Feed the Beast Revelation. And thanks for watching. Bye.